Cross-linked polyethylene, or XLP, is an insulation type commonly used on underground residential distribution, or URD, cables. It offers improved thermal properties and resistance to degradation compared to standard polyethylene insulation. For your service installation, using Schedule 80 polyvinyl chloride, or PVC, conduit for physical protection is a sound practice. To determine the correct conduit size, refer to Table 8 in the National Electrical Code, or NEC. This table provides information on conduit fill, which is the maximum number of conductors permitted in a specific conduit size. Considering your 4/0-2/0 aluminum twisted URD cable, the following applies to conduit sizing. Firstly, a 2-inch conduit can accommodate a maximum of 3 such conductors. Secondly, a 2-1/2-inch conduit can accommodate a maximum of 5 such conductors. Since you're only installing one cable, both the 2-inch and 2-1/2-inch conduit sizes technically meet the minimum requirement based on conductor fill. However, selecting the larger 2-1/2-inch conduit offers several advantages. The increased space simplifies the pulling of the cable through the conduit, reducing the risk of damaging the insulation. Additional space within the conduit also improves heat dissipation, although this is less critical with a single conductor. Referencing NEC Table 8 directly is crucial for ensuring code compliance and safety. While both conduit sizes may seem adequate, the 2-1/2-inch option provides a more practical and future-proofed installation. Remember that the NEC is the ultimate authority on electrical installations, and adhering to its guidelines is essential. In addition to Table A, consider other relevant sections of the NEC, such as those pertaining to direct burial requirements and conductor ampacity. Ensure that all connections are properly made and that the entire installation is grounded in accordance with the code. Furthermore, it's always a good practice to consult with a qualified electrical inspector to ensure that your installation meets all local requirements. They can provide valuable guidance and identify any potential issues before they become problems. When working with electrical systems, safety should be your top priority. Always to energize the circuit before working on any electrical components and use appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as gloves and safety glasses. A thorough understanding of the NEC and safe work practices is essential for any electrical installation. Keep in mind that the information provided is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Consult with a licensed electrician or qualified electrical engineer for specific recommendations tailored to your project. Also, make sure you verify the allowable ampacity of the 4/0 aluminum conductor you are using and that it is adequate for a 200 amp service. Check NEC Table 310.16 for ampacity based on conductor insulation type and temperature rating, and adjust for ambient temperature and number of current carrying conductors in the raceway per NEC 310.15. Always refer to the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes. Always use properly rated connectors. The XLP insulation is a thermosetting plastic insulation that is rated 90 degrees Celsius, which is 194 degrees Fahrenheit. This high temperature rating is one of the main advantages of XLP over other types of polyethylene insulation. XLP insulation also has excellent resistance to moisture, chemicals, and abrasion. 4/0-2/0 AL designation refers to the conductor size. The 4/0 refers to the size of the phase conductors, and the 2/0 refers to the size of the neutral conductor. The AL designation indicates that the conductors are made of aluminum. Aluminum conductors are often used in URD applications because they are lighter and less expensive than copper conductors. However, aluminum conductors have a higher resistance than copper conductors, so they must be sized accordingly. When using aluminum conductors, it is important to use connectors that are specifically designed for use with aluminum. Aluminum connectors are typically made of aluminum or an aluminum alloy, and they are designed to provide a good electrical connection and to prevent corrosion. Copper connectors should not be used with aluminum conductors, as this can lead to corrosion and failure of the connection. Also, when connecting aluminum conductors to equipment terminals, be sure to use an antioxidant compound. This compound will help to prevent corrosion and ensure a good electrical connection. Another important consideration when working with URD cable is the burial depth. The NEC specifies the minimum burial depth for URD cable, which varies depending on the voltage and the type of soil. Be sure to consult the NEC for the specific burial depth requirements for your installation. In addition to the burial depth, it is also important to protect the URD cable from physical damage. This can be done by installing the cable in a conduit or by using a cable with a protective jacket. When installing URD cable, it is important to avoid sharp bends. Sharp bends can damage the cable and reduce its lifespan. The minimum bending radius for URD cable is typically specified by the manufacturer. URD cable is available in a variety of sizes and configurations. Be sure to select the appropriate size and configuration for your application. When selecting URD cable, it is important to consider the voltage, the current, the burial depth, and the environmental conditions. If you are not sure which type of URD cable to use, consult with a qualified electrician. URD cable is a critical component of many electrical systems. By following the proper installation procedures, you can ensure that your URD cable will provide reliable service for many years to come. In summary, when installing URD cable, remember these key points. Firstly, use XLP insulated cable for its superior thermal properties. Secondly, select Schedule 80 PVC conduit for robust physical protection. Thirdly, consult NEC Table 8 for accurate conduit fill calculations. Fourthly, consider a larger conduit size, like 2-1/2 inch, for ease of cable pulling. Fifthly, ensure proper grounding and bonding of the system. Sixthly, use connectors rated for use with aluminum conductors and apply an antioxidant compound. Seventhly, adhere to NEC requirements for burial depth and physical protection. Eighthly, avoid sharp bends in the cable. Ninthly, choose the appropriate cable size and configuration for your application. Tenthly, always prioritize safety and consult with a qualified electrician. These steps will lead to a safe and reliable electrical installation. When working with electrical systems, always remember to double-check your work and to follow all applicable codes and regulations. Electrical work can be dangerous, so it is important to take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and others. If you are not comfortable working with electrical systems, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. The information provided here is not a substitute for professional electrical advice. Always consult with a licensed electrician for any electrical work that you are not comfortable performing yourself. Also, consider future expansion. While you are installing the conduit, think about whether you might need to add more conductors in the future. If so, it would be wise to install a larger conduit now to avoid having to replace it later. The cost of the larger conduit is relatively small compared to the cost of redoing the installation. Also, be aware of any local codes or regulations that may apply to your installation. Some localities may have specific requirements for URD installations, such as requiring the use of a specific type of conduit or requiring that the installation be inspected by a licensed electrician. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a set of standards for electrical wiring and equipment in the United States. It is published by the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA. The NEC is updated every 3 years, and it is important to use the latest edition of the code. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It is a complex document, but it is essential for anyone who works with electrical systems. The NEC is not law, but it is often adopted by state and local governments as part of their building codes. This means that if you are installing electrical wiring or equipment in a jurisdiction that has adopted the NEC, you must comply with its requirements. The NEC is a valuable resource for electricians, engineers, and other professionals who work with electrical systems. It provides a comprehensive set of standards for safe and reliable electrical installations. In addition to the NEC, there are other standards and regulations that may apply to your installation. For example, the National Electrical Safety Code, or NESC, covers the installation and maintenance of electrical power and communication lines. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, has regulations that apply to electrical work in the workplace. It is important to be aware of all applicable standards and regulations before starting any electrical work. When in doubt, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer. Finally, remember to document your work. Keep a record of the materials you used, the steps you took, and any problems you encountered. This documentation can be helpful if you need to troubleshoot the installation in the future or if you need to make any changes. It is also a good idea to take pictures of the installation before you backfill the trench. These pictures can be helpful if you need to locate the cable in the future. Also, make sure that you have a copy of the permit and inspection report. This will be required if you ever sell your home. In summary, installing URD cable is a complex task that requires careful planning and execution. By following the steps outlined above, you can ensure that your installation is safe, reliable, and code compliant. The 4/0-2/0 aluminum URD cable is commonly used for residential services because it is relatively inexpensive and easy to install. However, it is important to be aware of its limitations. Aluminum conductors have a higher resistance than copper conductors, so they must be sized accordingly. Aluminum conductors are also more susceptible to corrosion than copper conductors, so it is important to use connectors that are specifically designed for use with aluminum. Finally, be sure to follow all applicable codes and regulations when installing URD cable. This will help to ensure that your installation is safe and reliable.